They often say the sequel is better than the original, and today that statement will be put to the test. It is the final game of the final day of the 2025 FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa, and it's capped off with the final between the defending champions, Ferroviario Maputo, the Locomotivas, against the host team, Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo. This is Aaron Sanders. Thank you for joining us and welcome back. If the bronze medal game is any indication of how this tournament will wrap up, then we're going to be in for a great game. It's deja vu all over again with these two teams fighting for the championship. You look at a very veteran team like the Locomotivas, who have been in the championship game 7 times as of today. They've won 3, they have lost 3, and they have made 4 straight appearances in the final from 2016 to 2019. Throughout this entire tournament, they have been led by a handful of great players, 3 of which average more than 10 points per game. You have Sylvia Veloso and Destiny Pitts, who both average 10.4 points per game. You have Ingvild Mukaro, who is a well-seasoned veteran in this very tournament, who's averaged 12 points. But Stefania Shizani averages 12.2 points per game. So when you look at those players, you look at leadership, you look at scoring in bunches, and you look at composure. On this team alone, you have some of the best passers in the game today. Sylvia averages 5 assists per game. That's 4th. Ingvild Mukaro averages 4, which is good for 9th. Those are your referees for today: Nadezuzu, Imentami, and Fanta Torre. You look at the home side of things, Ahly Cairo, you always have to expect that home cooking will be the best thing that you could have when it comes to a tournament. And they have been cooking in quite a flurry. Hagar Amir, no stranger to FIBA Africa tournaments in years past, has shown why she is the top player in FIBA Africa today. She won MVP honors in this tournament 3 years ago. And yesterday, in a semifinal victory against APR Women BBC, she put up the most rebounds in the tournament this year at 24 boards. That complements her 25 points. Overall, she averages a double-double in the last week and change at 20.4 points per game, good for 3rd, and 13 rebounds a contest, which is also good for 3rd. A handful of Ahly's players are in the top 10 when it comes to assists. That includes Delicia Washington, who is at the top with her 6 a game. Raneem El Gadawi, who averages close to a double-double per game, 16 points, good for 8th, 9.2 boards, good for 9th. But this is a team that could shoot well. 2 players cracking the top 10. That includes El Gadawi, who shoots 46% for 8th. But in second place, of course, Hagar Amir once again at 56.5%. Ahly Sporting Club got to the final once again by defeating APR 85-74 yesterday. This will be their in overtime, 71-65, thanks to Carla Covain's 16 points. Scoring-wise, Ferroviario averages 75 points, good for 4th. Ahly Sporting Club, the best team in scoring, close to 90 points per game. And they also top the stats in rebounds at 55.6 a game and assists, 25 dishes per game. Ferroviario averages 21.8 assists per game, which is good for 3rd, but their problem lies beneath the boards as they average 45.6, which is 9th in the WBLA today. Teams are being introduced. We will step aside and we will have the opening tip-off for the final, the rematch of last year's championship between Ferroviario Maputo and Ahly Sporting Club. All of that coming up in a few moments on the FIBA YouTube channel.
warm up is good shooter. No easy shooter. No easy. Maybe beats this area. This area is 1-on-1. Little help. Fake. No more help. Extra pass. Important. The same all the player. هاجر ورنيم وميرال. الكرة بتتشاط. Second offense. No rebound. سرعاوي. Start defense 1-2-2 1 لاين الدبل تيم احنا بنقول لو احتاجنا، انما احنا في الستارت نورمال بلعب شيست زي ما انا بلعب، ما بفتحش بيز لاين. نورمال التيم بتاعنا بلعب كلوز. عندنا استعجال يا رجاله. اوفنس ترانزيشن 1-4 هاي اهلي افري تايم 1-4 هاي سبيس.
When there's two teams that are ready for battle, they settle their differences in one area. And that's where a home court advantage could play a key factor today. Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo, the host team of this tournament, may have the sixth man behind them today. The head coach Tariq Abu Zaid trying to wash away the heartbreak of last year against this Ferroviario Maputo team, which is led by head coach Nazir Saleh, who said on Instagram just a few moments ago, these are two great teams. Ahly's a great team, but so are they. He said the difference will be the will to fight for the championship. These two teams were undefeated in group play. Ahly 3-0 in Group A, Ferroviario Maputo 3-0 in Group B. But they had some close competition when it came down to the start of the tournament portion of the year. Maputo won against the Sporting Club by 8, defeated ASC by 6 in overtime. Ahly defeated CNSS 98-55 in their quarterfinal matchup, and then against APR BBC, who just clinched bronze for the second year in a row, won 85-74, their closest game in the WBLA by far. Prior to that semifinal win against APR, their average margin of victory was more than 20 points. That could be changed by the end of today. The hardware is here, the representatives of FIBA are here, the teams are here, the fans are in an all-out bloom, and you're here with us. The key word for this tournament, deja vu. Ahly, Ferroviario Maputo for the championship again. And Ferroviario Maputo wins the opening tap. Here's Stefania Chizan, the leading scorer for Maputo in this tournament, drives in and misses. First rebound from El Gadawi, who averages 9 a game. Here's Washington, sends it out, 3-ball, Amir, no. Ahly started the game fast pace, leading 30-19 against APR at the end of one yesterday. Could there be overtones of that today? Driving in for the layup, that goes down for Bruna Argilio. Argilio gets the deuce. And so does Nadine Mohammed as they exchange buckets. And the crowd in full swing, and they've been like this for the last hour. Here's Silvia Veloso in her third appearance in the WBLA. Overhead pass. Here's a three from Mukaro. That goes off. And here comes Nadine Mohammed, who averages 6 rebounds a game. Ahead of Hager Amir, a veteran in FIBA tournaments. She loses control. Pounding the rock is Destiny Pitts and leaves it up for Mukaro. Another try at the 3, an air ball. Here's a pass nicely served. It goes underneath, and it goes down for Marel Abdelgawad. With 8:21 to go, it's been a give-and-go, fast-paced start. And Marel Abdelgawad, who had 10 points yesterday, gets her first 2 today. A bit of a delay. And we're this close to getting back into the action. Ferroviario Maputo, the defending champions, also known as the Locomotives. Flawless, same with Ahly Cairo up to this point. Here's the J, that's good. Carla Covain gets on the scoreboard for the first time. We are tied up at 4 as we play 2 minutes in the game. This is the final in the 2025 FIBA WBLA. Mohammed, tough take to the hole, and it's called a late whistle, and she will shoot 2. Great fake option from Mohammed as she continued to drive right in. Here comes the free throw for Mohammed. That's good. Mohammed, a 67% free throw shooter, goes 2 for 2. It's 6-4 in favor of the home team, El Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo. Jizani feeds it to Pitts, who has played in 3 WBLA tournaments, part of last year's championship team. The spin move from Covain, and she doesn't finish it off. Rebound picked up and polished by Washington. Eight to 4 is the score. Here's the lead pass, 3 ball on the way, off the mark, picked up by El Gadawi, who picks up rebound number 2. Bounce pass intended for Washington, goes off the knee of Veloso. Early lead for El Ahly. Hand off to Abdelgawad, who had the breakaway layup the last time she touched it, and she almost had it again. Ball rattles everywhere but down the hatch. Back comes the Locomotives. Tough take for the bucket. Goes in thanks to Covain. Carla Covain, who played in this year's Afrobasket, gets 2 more. But Delicia Washington adds 2 more for El Ahly. This is what you expect in the opening minutes of the championship. Macaro trying to back down. Amir was unsuccessful, goes for the extra pass, and back comes El Gadawi. Ball nearly picked up by Pitts as she hits the deck. Earlier we saw APR Women BBC take bronze in a 90-84 overtime victory against ASC Ville de Dakar, a repeat of last year's bronze medal game, and now we have a repeat of the championship game, and so far it's going El Ahly Sporting Club way. 10-6, that's the score. They have the rock, 3 on the way, that is off. Pitts with the rebound. One of the many players that have returned for Maputo this year. Tough shot, picked up again by El Gadawi. She is battling on the boards this time. The feed underneath, and that is Nadine Mohammed. We played more than 4 minutes as a 6-point El Ahly lead. And El Gadawi closing down near the out-of-bounds area. 12-6, that is the score as we head into a break.
Again. Defense. Receive the ball. Follow. سرعاوي بص هنا.
A fast start, definitely expected. A tight game for the championship. All expectations being met so far. 5:46 remaining in the opening frame. Ahly leads Ferroviario Maputo 12-6. Nazir Saleh, the defending champion head coach for Maputo, looking on. They said the difference between his team and Ahly is the will to fight. Definitely expected if you're the defending champions. Here's the 3-ball. Mohammed, splish, splash, cash. It's been all Ahly when it comes to field goals today. They are shooting beyond 60%. Jazani, loose ball picked up by Veloso. She gets the rock back, gets by Washington and falls flat on the J from the line. Adel Gawad rushes up the floor and sends it back. Mohammed fouled, but she will shoot 3. Nadine Mohammed, the soundtrack for this game, along with the 6th man right behind her and the rest of her team. She has a total of 9. And she's already at 10. Hager Amir is yet to get in the scoreboard. Second one drops in for Mohammed. Make that 11. If she hits this one, that will be the difference. And it is 12 points for her, a 12-point lead for Ahly, who's looking for redemption. It's a steal, and it's put back in by Raneem El Gadawi. Quick heads-up play as the Locomotivas fell asleep off of the inbound. 20-6. Quick move and a juke. El Gadawi slaps it away. Redemption. Shot doesn't go. El Gadawi has that taken away, and it's Ingvild Mukaro who's wide open. She stayed behind on the play, but it worked out for her. It almost appeared to be a fast break for Ahly, but Ferroviario turned the tables on them. More than halfway into the first quarter, El Gadawi to the rack, misses, and will get the foul. And Covain picks up the foul. Raneem El Gadawi, a 57% free throw shooter at the line. And she gets the first. Another double-double performance for El Gadawi yesterday in the semifinal win against APR. 20 points and 12 rebounds. She hits both of them to make it 22-8. As a unit, Ahly shoots 64% in free throws. Easy look underneath from Shizani. has won 2 championships in the WBLA. Washington feeds it. The whip around pass to El Gadawi. A beautiful setup from Hager Amir. Back to the other side. Chazan looking to penetrate on the left side and has that denied by Mohammed. Earlier we saw Kirsten Bell set the tournament record this year in most blocks per game at 8. Upstairs now, Veloso. Veloso crosses over left side. Quick cross-court pass down low. Chizani, 3-ball. Air ball picked up by her. She goes all the way for the reverse. And the officials rule a shot clock violation. This is the 3rd meeting all time between El Ahly and Ferroviario Maputo. And Maputo has won both meetings. Pass intended for Washington, taken away. Back comes the Locomotivas. A triple for Hala El Sharawi. Nothing there. A rarity where we see a pair of double zeros on the floor. Washington and El Sharawi. It is Mohammed with the rock as she passes the timeline. Under 3 to go in the opening quarter and the final. Mohammed for 2, no. Back comes Chizani with (24-12). Washington off the Amir screen. No pick and roll this time. It goes outside to El Gadawi, who rings it up from outside. El Gadawi, fantastic. Wowie. El Ahly close to the 30-point mark. Good triple threat option from Chizani. Pass ahead to Odelia Mafanella, and that doesn't work out for her. Hager Amir, one of the top scorers in the tournament, still looking for her first basket. But instead, it's El Gadawi downstairs off the nifty high-low pass. El Ahly shooting 89.6 points per game. They are on pace for that, no doubt about it. Here's the skip pass to Chizani, avoids the 3, cuts inside instead, and El Gadawi was there, and she may be taking the foul with 1:24 to go. Plenty of fans around the world watching the WBLA final. We have 3,200 people watching live, and we thank each and every one of you on YouTube. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and be sure to give that bell a ring and subscribe. Chizani misses the second free throw, but it's scooped up by Amir. There's a whistle on the play. Could be a violation, which would give Chizani one more free throw. And that is the case. Here comes another try at it. Missed. Chizani off of the rebound. Goes for 3. Doesn't cash in this time. El Gadawi being a force on the boards today. El Gadawi with her 7th, count 'em, 7th rebound. And Amir unable to get the layup to fall. 2 on 2. And it ends with a finger roll from Stefania Chizani, making up for the missed free throws on the last possession. The final minute of play in the first. El Ahly with a 29-15 lead against Ferroviario Maputo, the defending champs versus the runners-up from a year ago. Amir has that stripped from her from Veloso, and it's saved. Great awareness as Mafanella goes off the glass for 2. Lokomotivas, the defending champions, bouncing back late in the quarter. Mohammed scored most of the points. El Gadawi securing most of the boards. Here is El Gadawi. Looked for the layup, but had a low arc on it because of the double team. Ferroviario will look for one more shot as we approach 10 seconds in the first. Veloso misses from outside, picked up by Mohammed. 1 second to go, that'll count if it goes, and it goes beyond the backboard, and that closes out the first. Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo, with a raucous home crowd in front of them, leads 29-17 as we head into the second quarter. You're watching the 2025 FIBA WBLA Final from Cairo.
كورتين ورا بعض ايزي نفس الكلام وانت بتلعبي 1 ان 1 او رنين بيلعب 1 ان 1 انا هاي او ميديم شوت ما اروحش بماني وهي بتلعب حصل ايه بسكره الناس كلها اوبن
هايلين يا جماعه هايلين
الكور لما بيحصل
Outra frente, criaram o close-out para que não haja o contra-ataque dele, sabe? Atenção, passe para entrar, não tem que haver. E só 4, acertem, não podem subir a bola. Vamos encostar os ombros.
لاين دي لاين ليفت دريبل ليفت جو اند جو ستاجر سكرين ان رايت سترونج اوبشن هاجر رنيم از اوبن شوت ذا سيم اند 5 جود اوبشن الباصه كويسه عايزه بس تبقى على الايد البعيده شويه
يلا بينا هايلين
ما تجيبهمش في الجيم
The crowd in Cairo coming alive as the host team, Ahly Sporting Club, leads Ferroviario Maputo 29-17 after 10 minutes of play. Aaron Sanders on the call. We've seen some great plays from Anim El Gadawi, who's already approaching a double-double with 13 points and 8 rebounds. Hager Amir, the third best scorer in this year's tournament, has yet to score, but she has set up her teammates for some nifty feeds underneath. 3 rebounds, 1 assist for her. El Ahly starts the quarter with the ball, down to El Gadawi. El Ahly shot 55% from the field at the end of 1. Outside, Mohammed down to 9 to shoot. Washington trying to get on the stat sheet as well, but she'll wheel off of that assist to Raneem El Gadawi, who hits it from outside. El Gadawi with her second triple of the day, 16 points for her. Here's the move from Veloso, whips it to Annabella Cosa. No. Annabella Cosa played in FIBA for the last 21 years, and she comes up with a steal. The veteran showing her presence as she tries to outwit Abdel Gawad. Cosa has won gold 4 times in the WBLA, won WBLA silver twice, along with 2 bronze. It was also part of last year's championship team. A lot of hardware for her. A layup underneath doesn't go for Chizani, but she draws contact. Ferroviario Maputo shooting below 30% from the field. Not their finest quarter this year. The free throw connects for Chizani, a 58% free throw shooter. Already has 2 African Women Championships to her name. She's looking for her 3rd. She goes 2 for 2 with the line. 32-19 is the score. We played 1 minute in the second. Screen from El Gadawi. Allows Washington to breeze through, and she is knocked on the floor. El Sharari averaging 4 a game. Out to Chizani, a 3 over El Gadawi. That doesn't go. Washington scoops it up. Washington looking for options. Amir with a high pick. Mohammed streaks through to the left side and finds a wide open Adel Gawad and misses. Mohammed, rebound, put back, no good for Amir. A lot of fighting for the ball. It's retained by Mohammed. Another go. 3 on the shot clock. Adel Gawad is going to have to shoot. She does. And the air ball forces a turnover. Only 5 points in total have been scored in this quarter. El Ahly responsible for 3. Koza with an overhead pass. Long shot doesn't work out. And here is Adel Gawad again, taking on all numbers and sends it up to El Gadawi for the finish. Naeem El Gadawi, one of her finest games so far. Yesterday she had 20 points and 12 boards. She is leaning towards those statistics with 18 points and 9 boards. Foul committed by Amir. As she takes a swipe at Mafanella. We will step aside for a break. El Ahly Sporting Club and their fans on top, 34-19 in the final in the FIBA WBLA. The fast start has slowed down for 2 teams early in the second quarter. At the end of one, it was 29-17 in favor of El Ahly. A number of representatives for not only the team, the country, but for FIBA also on hand. We also have an appearance from the president of FIBA, Sheikh Saw Ali Al Thani. We will be making the trophy and award presentations after this game. Rebound secured as El Gadawi plays it up. She is on double-double watch, even 3 minutes in the second. Pass intended for El Gadawi from Adel Gawad, but that was far beyond her reach. Whip around pass, Mafanella one-on-one with Amir. Ball taken back, 4 on the shot clock. El Sharari hits off top of the backboard. Back comes Adel Gawad, they have numbers. And she takes everybody with 90+ feet of the floor. Coast to coast time, courtesy of Mirel Abdel Gawad. Bounce pass, Mafanella in the eye of the storm and locates a wide open Hala El Sharari. making up for the miss from three-point territory earlier. The lead is now 15. El Gadawi, give and go to Washington. Out to Amir. Misses another field goal. Washington saves it. She's met by the double team. Smart move to throw it off the knee of Pitts, but she fell out of bounds beforehand. Washington arguing with the officials, saying that she was pushed out, but that wasn't the case. She used her own momentum. Therefore, Ferroviario Maputo ball. Veloso playing hot potato with her teammates. Mafanella taking it on against Amir and gets it in. The Locomotiva is outscoring El Ahly in the second. El Gadawi, smart decision to not pull for the three as she plays it to Mohammed. Mohammed with the floater alert, nothing there. Pulled down by El Sharari. Lead pass to Koza. Now it's El Sharari with the rock again. Deep in the shot clock underneath. That doesn't go from Mafanella. And it's Abdel Gawad taking on everybody yet again. She has 2 free throws coming up. Foul by Pitts. We have another timeout called as we are close to the halfway mark of the second quarter. El Ahly and Meryl Abdel Gawad will have free throws after this. Some highlights from early on in the game. It's been the Raneem El Gadawi show for the part of El Ahly. 18 points and 11 rebounds. Think about that, a double-double near the halfway mark of the second quarter. And speaking of breakout performances, Meryl Abdel Gawad has been the charging force for El Ahly since the start of the quarter. She's at the line to shoot 2. Largest lead, 17. Ferroviario Maputo, the defending champions, have trailed since the start. Tariq Abu Zaid looking for redemption after falling short to the Locomotivas last year. Adel Gawad misses a second. She goes 1 for 2 in the trip. It's 37-23. Veloso taking her time. She's picked up by Washington. Here is Koza for 3, off the mark. Ball fought for, and it will be El Ahly ball. Naimir Du checking in. Had a red-hot third quarter yesterday, came up with a total of 12 in the semifinal win against APR. Washington underneath to the rack and gets the contact. She got hit in the head. Two free throws on the way for Washington. And it's a rare play to see the back line, the only one open for the bucket. Washington still on the floor after taking a hit to the head. Foul committed by Veloso, who checks out, and Makira Cook will have to pick up the pieces. Washington gets back up, and she will head out for the time being. Now the matter is, who's going to take Washington's free throws with 4:27 to go until halftime? Yassindin Nadine Mohammed. Mohammed shooting 66.7% in the entire tournament, has 12 points so far. Make that 13. 13 points for Mohammed, 18 for El Gadawi. And neither player from the defending champions have yet to hit 10 points. The runaway three doesn't go. Putback doesn't go either. Rose McQuay in the Ahly lineup. Cook cooking and moving, and it's a foul. Head coach for Ferroviario Maputo, Nazir Saleh, who says his team has the will to fight. That's why they're the defending champions. And it will be the Locomotiva's ball. And Abdel Gawad not happy with the decision. And she has to be careful so she doesn't get a technical foul. She waves off the call. And with under 4 minutes to go, you see Tariq Abu Zaid saying, Merrill, she should have got contact for holding. Pitts, triangle pass, and it's stolen by El Gadawi, who finds Mohammed, but can't get to the ball in time. We are in Cairo, Egypt, for the 2025 FIBA WBLA final, a rematch of last year's championship game. We were treated to a sequel of the bronze medal game earlier with an overtime win from APR, as Mafanella goes in for two. An overtime win. And now a rematch, which so far has been good on El Ahly's side. Over the shoulder pass, El Gadawi a three. She can't put it there. It's saved by McQuay. McQuay saves it again. She looks for options. Goes cross-court side. Three ball. No good for Dew. And there is a foul off the ball. Annabella Cosa with the foul. And here comes a lead pass off of the inbounds. That doesn't go. Locaro on the rebound. A lot of players being vocal on that play. Wide open three. No. It has been an ice-cold performance for the defending champions, who are behind by 13. They are now shooting 28%. Fake out from El Gadawi, finds Abdel Gawad, wide open. It is a three-point barrage for Morel Abdel Gawad. The fourth three ball in the game. Mafanella blows by El Gadawi. Retreats to Pitts, and Pitts is called for too many steps. Again, a rough outing for Ferroviario Maputo. 7 turnovers, have yet to hit a three-pointer. They have missed 15 attempts from outside. And they only have 25. They're being led by Stefania Cizani, who has 7. Under 2 minutes to go until halftime, and Ahly Sporting Club, the host team, leading by 16. Meryl Del Gawad hitting a three-pointer. She now has 8, has 6 assists. The team has a total of 12 dishes today. Nadeem Mohammed with 13. Raneem El Gadawi, a double-double, 18 and 11. And one of the top scorers in this tournament, Hagar Amir, has yet to hit a field goal. No Hagar on the scoreboard. No problem, says El Ahly, but they turned the ball over this time. Ferroviario Maputo shooting below 30%. They average 35% a game. It has not been their night. They have missed 15 three-pointers. They have yet to hit one. Pass intended for Covain, and that goes beyond her reach. It's a steal. Here's the move from Mohammed. Falls, hits the deck, and will go to the line. Akira Cook in the middle of all that picks up the foul. Free throw up and in. The only player in foul trouble is Sylvia Veloso with 2. There's only been 3 players that have fouled for El Ahly, and that is Mohammed, who is at the line, El Gadawi, and Amir. And Mohammed drills the second one to make it 43-25. 15 for Nadeem Mohammed. Overhead pass to Macaro. Macaro, left wing, drives to the center, takes it up, misses. Whistle on the play, and Macaro's besides herself. With the offensive foul, she thought El Gadawi had most of that contact. A rough scoring performance for the Locomotivas. Free throws missed by El Gadawi. The Locomotiva is limited to 8 points in the quarter. El Gadawi's second is good. 44-25. Raneem El Gadawi leading the way with 19 points. Here's a dribble drive, and Cook stops. Pitts. The shot, no good from the key. Pitts puts it in. Pitts was outnumbered, but still kissed it off the glass for 2. A difference of 7 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Abdel Gawad fakes out everybody. Here's the J, it banks in. And Rose McQuay gets on the scoreboard. Hits, fires away and misses. 3-point woes continue down to the final seconds. Abdel Gawad can't get it off in time, and that's the story for the first 20 minutes in the 2025 FIBA WBLA final. It is all LLE Sporting Club as they lead 46-27 against Ferroviario Maputo. So far, LLE getting their revenge against the defending champs from a year ago, and it's headlined by Raneem El Gadawi's double-double, 19 points and 11 rebounds. Nadine Mohammed behind her with 15. Ferroviario Maputo currently being led by Stefania Cesani. A rough second quarter, but she has a total of 7 points. Ferroviario Maputo shooting below 30%. LLE shooting at 45, which is 2% more than their average. We're at the break. We'll come back for the second half in less than 14 minutes. From Cairo, Egypt, this is the final of the 2025 FIBA Women's Basketball League of Africa.
مبسوطين بوجودكم ودايما منورينا ودايما موجودين معانا، وان شاء الله نطلع على خير ونكسب الفاينل.
beats this area, go, start. This area, match. No one-on-one. Please, no cut. No open shot. ملعب, close. Hold this area. Defense, one chest. Another team. 1, 2, 1. Watch. Hand and one. Sinan Sibo. Offense any screen board option.
This broadcast is a presentation and production of the International Basketball Federation. No use or any of this contest can be used without the express written consent of FIBA.
Open choke. Go extra box.
A rematch of last year's championship game going in one team's favor, and that is the host team of Ahly Sporting Club out in Cairo, Egypt. They lead the defending champion Ferroviario Maputo by the score of 46-27 as we are set to begin the second half. 20 more minutes of action to go. A lot of dignitaries from FIBA and FIBA Africa are well on hand. And they are seeing a showcase of the top talent in FIBA Africa today. This is Aaron Sanders. Hope you're enjoying the game so far on the FIBA YouTube channel. And again, let us know where you're tuning in from. And while you're at it, subscribe to the FIBA YouTube channel for future events and tournaments. Don't forget, with the new year coming up, the countdown will be on for the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup. It will be Ferroviario Maputo starting the second half with the ball. They had one of their worst scoring performances in one half by shooting under 30% from the field. They are looking to regain control in the third. Silvia Veloso's first shot at a three, no good. Veloso only came up with a field goal. There's a steal, and the layup doesn't go down. Rose McQuay having a hard time. Carla Covain misses it. 3 straight opportunities for Ferroviario Maputo, and they missed all 3 of them. El Ahly, who's being led by Raneem El Gadawi with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Mohammed has the ball. Now it's Washington. Washington with a lone field goal in the first 20 minutes. And a bad giveaway as Mohammed throws it away. Lead pass ahead, Mukaro, 3 ball. That doesn't work out. Maputo now 0 for 17 from beyond the arc today. Washington playing it smart. Naimir Dew heated up in the third quarter yesterday against APR. Here's the feed underneath. El Gadawi gets it down. Make that 21 for Raneem. Most points she has scored in this year's WBLA. Steal almost made by El Gadawi. She would have came up with her third steal of the day. Zani having trouble. She has 7 points. Goes for the reverse. Doesn't get that one go. Don't forget, following this game, we will have the trophy presentation along with the award ceremony. We'll find out who were the All-Star 5 for the WBLA. And see the bronze, silver, and gold medal teams receive their medals. We already know the bronze medals will go back with APR Women BBC after pulling off an overtime thriller against ASC Ville de Dakar. The second year in a row those two teams played for bronze, and it was the same result. Veloso will play it in. Veloso has 4 assists to her name as she plays it to Annabella Causa. Off the screen, Mukaro misses from outside, and Veloso steps on the line. 2 minutes have gone by in the third. Washington looking for help. McQuay and El Gadawi up top. Now Mohammed has the rock. Goes one-on-one with Annabella Causa. Washington cuts in the right side. McQuaid tries a three. No good. Ball doesn't go down for El Gadawi. Mohammed tries again. That one doesn't go. A dominating game and a more dominating home court presence being made tonight in Cairo. You're at the Prince Abdullah El Faisal Sports Hall, in which all the action took place in the final stages of the FIBA WBLA this year. Great hospitality made from Cairo this year. Mohammed wide open, can't bury the three. A slow start for both teams in the third. It was a red-hot start in the first. Things slowed down in the second. And in the third, there's only been 2 points that have been scored. Late in the shot clock, 3 minutes have gone by in the third quarter. Good fake. Quick drive to the basket. And they will not count it. That was after the buzzer. Ferroviario Maputo responsible for 7 turnovers. However, Ahly has 14, and that is interesting. Washington breezes by to the left side. 50-27. Here's the look for Veloso, who plays it back to Annabella Causa. Not one of her stronger games in the FIBA tournaments. His step back three. Veloso misses again. Two free throws on the way. For Ferroviario Maputo, they have only went to the line 4 times prior to this trip. They have made 3. First free throw up and in for Veloso. Also her first time at the line. Second one goes in. Yesterday came up with an outstanding performance in overtime. 15 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. She drills all 3 of them in her third appearance in this very tournament. It's gone through a couple of name changes, but the goal has remained the same. Crossover, Washington takes a tumble, forces a shot, and is able to get right back up. It was not a shooting foul, so they will inbound it from the side. Washington was not in the act of shooting, so they'll play it underneath the basket. McQuay spins, fights hard, almost had the hook to go. And back comes Causa. And the three-point woes continue for the defending champs. El Gadawi in the crowd. Good fake. Cut in left side. That's good. Stefania Cesani with her 9th point today. Mohammed splits through, finds Washington, and she misses from outside. A three-pointer hasn't been made since the halfway mark of the second. And Hagar Amir will check back in. She has yet to hit a field goal. Ferroviario Maputo, on the bright side, has limited the third best scorer in the tournament to no field goals. An 18-point lead as we're close to the 5-minute mark of the third. Macaro misses. Tough take. It will go to the arrow. And there's the rocking fans in Cairo, Egypt, supporting their home team. They have certainly made a difference. They started going strong 30 minutes before tip-off. We had a slight delay due to the overtime. There's a quick steal by Mohammed. It is a 2-on-2 run. McQuaid goes for the finish as she drives it in with the right hand. Corner 3, no good for Majaya. The second chance falls in regardless. 52-34. Pace has been the name of the game since midway in the second quarter, and Ahly has dominated that. Amir, a lot of trouble for her. Double team attempted from Duke. And that leads into some more changes. Washington to play it in is joined by Abdul Gawad, McQuay, Amir, and Duke. And Amir unable to hit from the elbow. Majaiba locating Veloso. Jizani through the defense and had that stripped from her. Washington leading the pack and sends it over to McQuay. Doesn't get the layup this time. Down to 4 minutes in the third. Majaiba as Shazani spinning around. Veloso off. 0 for 23. That's how Ferroviario Maputo has been from outside. Del Gawad splitting through as she's been doing the entire tournament. Lead is now 20. Largest in the game, 23. Fanella squares up over Amir and is fouled by Amir. Hold is called. Delia playing it wisely on the triple threat situation in the key. She drills the first shot. She ended up with 15 points yesterday against ASC in overtime. She has 6. WBLA championship on the line. A rematch of last year's final. So far, things are going Ahly Sporting Club way. They are looking to avenge a heartbreaking loss a year ago. They won bronze in the 2019 tournament and hasn't placed in the podium since, until last year. Del Gawad fails on the behind the back dribble. A couple of green shirts right behind her. Shizani Was looking for the pass, and it doesn't work out for her. Fania with a leading bounce pass to Veloso. Veloso going downstairs underneath. Mukaro puts it in. Engville Mukaro getting her first field goal. Here's a quick pass on ahead to Washington. Drives to the basket, loses control. And it's Ferroviario Maputo ball. Drive underneath, Mafanella gets thwarted, and it's taken back by Gisani off of a broken play, which leads to Mukaro to score the first three for the defending champions today. They were 0 for 22 before that trip, and now they come bouncing back with under 2 minutes to go, outscoring Ahly 13-8 in the third stanza. Ahly led by as much as 23. That lead has chipped away to 14 now, and a 13-8 third quarter from Ferroviario Maputo. They're down to under 2 minutes to go in the third. Ahly ball. Amir Du checking out. Ahly has led throughout the entire game. Here's the move from Mohammed, misses the teardrop, and she hits the floor hard and bounces back up. Again, great crowd on hand, mostly for the home team. They're leading in the WBLA final. Inbound straight to Amir. Amir still looking for her first field goal and finally gets it. One of the top 5 scorers in this tournament gets a field goal down. It is 56-40. Mafanella underneath and will shoot 2. After the game, stay with us. We'll have the presentation of the WBLA Championship Trophy, along with the awards and the presentation of the bronze, silver, and gold medals, in which for a second year in a row, it will come down to either Ferroviario Maputo or Ahly Sporting Club. Second free throw, an easy one for Mafanella. 14-point game. Minute and 17 seconds in the third. Ahly out of fouls to give. Ferroviario Maputo with one. Fake off as El Gadawi loses it. Amir takes it back. And gets the give and go option. Doesn't work out for her. Great heads up play from Adel Gawad though. Ferroviario Maputo rushes as Mukaro denied for a three. Veloso gets it down. A half a minute ago in the quarter. Washington surveys the floor. Amir driving baseline left. It's down to El Gadawi, who's been a force underneath and will shoot two. The stat line so far for El Gadawi, 21 points and 13 rebounds. Again, that is her tournament high. And the first free throw bounces out. All twos showing on the game clock. Here's the second, that goes in. 57-45. Buckle up, we're going to be in for a tough fourth quarter to decide the FIBA WBLA Championship of 2025. Shot clock off, game clock at 6. And Mafanella drives underneath. She's been the driving force in the third. Down to 1 second. Washington flings it. They'll count if it goes, and it grazes off the side of the rim. It is 57-47. Ahly Sporting Club leading the defending champion, Ferroviario Maputo. And this coverage of the 2025 FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa will continue after this.
اخر 2 لعيبه راجعين هنا ما ينفعش الناس بترجع كله داون ده اوبن لاست لاين اوبن مان.
Welcome back to Cairo, Egypt. It is fourth quarter time with Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo leading the defending champion Ferroviario Maputo 57-47. This is for the championship. Ferroviario Maputo putting up a strong front at the end of the third quarter to bounce back into this game. They have outscored Ahly 20-11 in the last 10 minutes. Leading the way for Ahly, Ranim El Gadawi, a double-double with her 22 points. Odelia Mafanella has 11. The fourth quarter begins with a miss from Mohammed, who had a great first quarter. Haven't heard much from her since. Ferroviario Maputo doing a great job of moving the ball around. They hit their first three-pointer of the game after missing their first 22 in the third. Breakaway, Hager Amir with an easy deuce. Ahly going back to the basics with their fast breaks. They're ahead by 12. Smart decision from Chizani. He hasn't scored much today. Player that averages 12.2 points per game. She has 9. WBLA title is on the line. It is in the house as it looks on to see who will take it home. El Gadawi with the feed from Amir. The high-low passes working once again as they surpass the 60-point mark. Wide open look. The 3 goes way off. Mohammed taking her time, has El Gadawi on the right side. No PAR this time. Washington down to Amir. Amir at the elbow in the lane, misses and goes to the line. Thank all of you for tuning in today. We have close to 4,000 people tuning in live today. And if you want to see more action like this in other tournaments, be sure to subscribe to the FIBA YouTube channel. This has been a good final day of competition so far. Amir's second free throw rims out. Shazani looking to break the double-digit mark. Set up 3, Macaro misses. Back comes Mohammed, corner pocket. And look at Tariq Abu Zaid, the head coach of Ahly. He is relieved, and that's going to be a timeout from Ferroviario Maputo. Did they ever need that 3? We'll take a break. LLESC starting the fourth quarter with an 8-0 run. There's been no response from Ferroviario Maputo. We have played 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, and it was a close one to start the fourth. A 10-point lead that has ballooned to 18. A Nadine Mohammed 3 got the crowd going. She now has a total of 18 and only 2 triples for the day. Ferroviario Maputo, on the other hand, has only connected on 2 3-pointers off of more than 20 attempts, and they give that one right away to Raneem El Gadawi. El Gadawi being chased down, had no choice but to give it up. Jazani on the move. El Sharari back into the lineup, sends it up to Pitts, who hits it off the heel of the rim. Del Gawad finds Amir off of the left side. Near side, Mohammed. Air balls on the 3, and it's picked up by Macaro. Macaro plays it immediately. Screen asked, and El Sharari sets it. Gets the ball. Fake. The 3 No good. Rebound by Delicia Washington. Usually averages close to 3 rebounds. She has 5 for the day.
Washington
Whips it out, 3 ball, El Gadawi. She already has a double-double. 24 and 14. She could be a candidate for the tournament MVP. Her and Hager Amir have been capitalizing the last few games, but it's been the El Gadawi show. She puts on a fantastic exhibition, and what better game to put on a great show than the final. El Sharari cuts in from the right side. A late whistle after the fact. El Sharari, I think this is her first time driving to the hoop today. El Sharari was met immediately by Nadim Mohammed. Free throw drops in to make it 65 to 48. Look at the bench. Every player has played for the defending champions except for Rosa Koza. You may see her if this game gets out of reach. Mohammed fakes, drives, skips it over. El Gadawi gets the J. And if this is a road to redemption, El Ahly may be at the end of the road in a successful attempt. El Sharari leaves it up for Covain, who misses. Huge save. Covain underneath for the deuce. There's a foul on the play with 5 and 27 to go. That is on Washington this time. And the bench, along with head coach Abu Zaid, liking what they're seeing. Don't forget, after the game, we will have the trophy presentation along with the award ceremony. All-Star Tournament 5, the MVP, the award being of the medals. All coming up after the conclusion of this game. Covain goes 1 for 2. It is a 17-point El Ahly lead, which has been pure dominance. Amir rings it up. Now she's getting in the scoring groove. She was kept scoreless in the first half. Hager Amir was the MVP of this very tournament 3 years ago, and she may have to make some room on her mantle for another championship. Here's the shot. It's picked up by Adel Gawad. Back to Washington. Washington using up most of the shot clock. Adel Gawad backs up a little bit. Gets the screen. A dominating performance from the El Ahly Sporting Club today. Not only today, but throughout the entire tournament. Came in to this weekend with an average margin of more than 20 points. They defeated FBA in their group opener 91-62. That's a 29-point difference. A 28-point victory against Reach Women BBC. 21-point win against Sporting Club. Against CNSS in the quarterfinals, they won by 24. And their closest game by far, a 9-point victory against APR. They are sensing victory, and they could be in the doorstep of their very first championship in this tournament. They came very close last season, They placed bronze in the 2019 edition of the tournament. And they are moments away, possibly, from pulling off a huge upset in what could be a great response to the first matchup. The sequel has gone El Ahly Sporting Club way. They are ahead by 20. Ferroviario Maputo started out ice cold, and they're trying to bounce back as quick as they can. We saw flashes in the third, but they have to hurry up. Amir goes for the reverse, and that was before the shot clock expired. Ferroviario Maputo, again undefeated in Group B play. Their closest game was also in the semifinals, and it took overtime to overthrow ASC Ville de Dakar. Amir's first free throw bounces out. And think about it, the history of Ferroviario Maputo, almost a staple in the FIBA WBLA. Made 4 straight final appearances from 2016 to 19. Won the championship in 2018, 2019, and last year. They lost in 2006, 16, and 17, so this is their 7th trip to the final, in which they will go 3 for 4, barring a comeback. There's a shot clock violation with 4:14 to go. They often have a quote that is said many a times in the world of sports: the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And so far, at a 70-50 score, we may be seeing both sides of the world of sports in just about 4 minutes. There's a drive from Mukaro. Mukaro flips it up, and that doesn't go down. Mohammed and Delisha Washington playing with El Gadawi and Hager Amir. Hager Amir knows how it feels to win the championship. She did that 3 years ago with the Alexandria Sporting Club. Took home MVP honors in 2022. Here's a quick drive out. Mohammed, the teardrop. Fighting for her own rebound, gets it anyway. Abdel Gawad saves it. Now Amir goes for the moves and will stay with El Ahly. Crowd still at it in Cairo. Foul committed by Mukaro as she attempted to take it away from El Gadawi. With that, they will put Ferroviario Maputo over the limit. One time where the difference was 10, and that was right at the start of this quarter. That has doubled up to 20. The shot clock running late. Abdel Gawad locating El Gadawi 2 passes later, and will let the air ball fly. Abdel Gawad turning El Gadawi away. Making sure she doesn't say too many choice words to the official. There's still a ball game to be played with under 3 minutes to go. Nice crossover from Shizani. She takes it to the hole and misses. Fast tempo game to start it. Ahly took control in the start of the second quarter. Catch and shoot three from Amir, way off. Picked up by El Gadawi, gets another rebound and 2 more points for her troubles. Certainly her best performance in this year's WBLA. Turns around and saw Odelia Mafanella with her. Took the contact, gets the and one. A 23-point game. Destiny Pitts and the rest of Ferroviario Maputo doing all they can to look for a clean shot. The shot choices have not worked in their favor today. There is one point where they went 0 for 22 from the three-point line. Currently, they're 2 of 29. They are shooting at 25%. Their average, 35. 45 rebounds is what they average per game. They have collected 31 tonight. But 58 rebounds coming from Ahly sets the standard. With 2 players that have more than 10 rebounds, Mohammed and El Gadawi, of course. That's going to bring up some trouble. Down to 2 minutes in the 2025 FIBA WBLA. And Adel Gawad will go back to the foul line. Adel Gawad with her speed and ability to challenge anyone that comes in her way every time. One of the defining factors for her team this year. As the free throw bounces in. It's 11 now for Adel Gawad. She comes up with 12 today, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. Here's the dribble and the move, and it results. Quick conference with the officials. It is Ahly ball. Slipped out of the fingertips of Mafanella. And is drawing near as we see the tunnel filled with numerous people. The awards set to come out very soon as Hager Amir misses the first try but gets it down on the second chance. 77-50 is the score, and the smile of Tariq Abu Zayed just tells the story. Coach Abu Zayed thought it was a timeout, but remember, after the 2-minute mark, after a made basket, the clock stops and allows any team to make substitutions at that point. And they could play on. And it will be a timeout. As we have this timeout, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's tuned in throughout the entire FIBA WBLA tournament. We thank you for tuning in, and for a lot of you that are watching live, 4,700 of you are watching online. We couldn't have done it without you. In the last few days, we had great help from the staff behind the scenes, the commentators, that includes Brian C. and Caroline Bullock. A big thank you to FIBA, their crew, to all of you, to Coco and Ahly, for those of you, for the folks that have hired me for another tournament on behalf of FIBA. It's been a great tournament, and it's been a great year. We see some of the confetti falling down from the rafters. The game isn't over yet, but we will have a little bit of a delay. It appears the celebration started in the upper deck of the hall, carried on to the bench. It's all smiles, especially for that player, Raneem El Gadawi. She was on fire today. Picked up a double-double halfway in the second quarter. She has 29 points and 17 rebounds. She is definitely a candidate for tournament MVP, along with Hagar Amir. Hagar did not score much today. Matter of fact, she did not score her first field goal until the second half, but she put up double-doubles every game. The FIBA veteran set to celebrate another championship. She's guarding El Sharari. Pull up three. And Amir lets it fly out. The home stretch of the FIBA WBLA has come down to the final minute. And this crowd will go wild once the final horn goes. An outstanding tournament, a dominating performance from Ahly. They seeked revenge at the start, and they're going to get it. Radia always gets her first few minutes in the game, but she misses the shot. Rosa Causa also in. All players now playing for Ferroviario Maputo. Shot goes off the mark, and it's picked up by El Gadawi. And it's quite fitting that the player who has been the bully of the boards for the entire game scoops the last rebound. A 3-second difference between the shot and game clock. The celebration begins in Egypt. There will be time left on the clock, but the confetti and streamers start flying, and they'll let the clock run out. There are new queens in the motherland, and that is El Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo. They win their first FIBA WBLA championship. The party begins. The location, the Prince Abdallah Al Faisal Sports Hall in Cairo, Egypt. The first championship for this team, led by veteran experience. An outstanding player in Raneem El Gadawi with the game of her career. Tariq Abu Zayed, the head coach, experienced the agony of defeat a year ago, and now the roles have reversed. The thrill of victory. For El Ahly Sporting Club, the sequel was definitely better than the original. They pull out their first ever championship in the FIBA WBLA. And this was a celebration 1 year in the making. A fantastic finish to this year's edition of the FIBA WBLA. To win the championship in front of your home crowd, it's rare to see that. And a stunning finish to the year 2025. One of the head coaches, Ahly Gamal, picking up a championship, embracing Meryl Abdelgawad. For Hager Amir, another championship well-deserved. Yesterday came up with the most rebounds in a game in this year's tournament with 24. She ends up finishing her year averaging a double-double. And in just a moment, we'll have the trophy presentation along with the presentation of the medals. They will announce the All-Star Tournament 5 along with the other awards, and then we will see the presentation of the bronze, silver, and gold medal champions, which for the first time, and which can be said in FIBA Africa history, Ahly Sporting Club are the FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa champions. We'll take a step aside and we'll let you soak in the celebration. The trophy presentation is coming up. The celebration continues in Cairo, Egypt, with Ahly Sporting Club redeeming themselves after a heartbreaking loss in the final last year to the former champions Ferroviario Maputo. They did it in a dominating effort with a final score of 77-51. Quickly look at the stats as they prepare for the championship celebration. Leading the way with 29 points and 18 rebounds, Raneem El Gadawi. Her best performance in the tournament thus far. And that is the third top scoring performance in this year's edition. Also in double digits, Meryl Abdelgawad with 12 points, Nadine Mohammed 18. Hager Amir, an ice-cold first half, but she finishes with 10 points and 6 rebounds. For Ferroviario Maputo, it was Odelia Monfanella, the only player with more than 10 points, ending up with 11. Stefania Shizani, one of the top scorers for the team, ended up with 9. Sylvia Veloso had 8. Ingvil Macaro wrapping things up with 7. At the end of the day, it was all Ahly. They shot 42% from the field, just below their field goal percent average. And the Lokomotivas, not their finest performance. They shot below their average of 35%, ending up with 25 for the game. And in rebounds, Ahly ended up with a total of 61. I believe the trophy presentation is a minute away. And you have to wonder if they're going to get it underway now or in a few minutes, because the atmosphere is mesmerizing. Absolute scenes in Cairo, Egypt at the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Sports Hall. Let's turn it over for the presentation of the trophy presentation. There are the dignitaries for FIBA and FIBA Africa. We also saw an appearance from FIBA President Sheikh Ali Al Thani. Nobody in the hall has left their seat. And this is what you love to see, fans young and old, especially the players with all the smiles, and it tells you a lot.
تحية كبيرة لسيدات سلة الأهلي على لقبهم الإفريقي الأول.
Now to the public address.
دقايق وهنبدأ تكريماتنا للبطولة. استأذنكم ممكن بس عشان نبدأ التكريمات جماهير النادي الأهلي، بستأذنكم نهدى شوية عشان التكريمات. مساء الخير على الحضور الكريم. أهلا بيكم في الختام الخاص ببطولة إفريقيا للأندية لكرة السلة سيدات في نسختها ال29، واللي أقيمت في الفترة من 4 ل 14 ديسمبر 2025، وأقيمت البطولة على صالة النادي الأهلي بمقره الرئيسي بالجزيرة. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to the honorable attendees. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the 29th FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa 2025, which was held at the headquarters of Al Ahly Club in Al Jazeera from 4 to 14th of December. نحب نبدأ ختامنا النهاردة ببعض جوائز البطولة. We would like to start our today's closing ceremony with some awards. والبداية مع جائزة الفريق المثالي اللعب النظيف. And now it's time for the Fair Play Team Award. And I would like to invite Mr. Julian Bassam Faran, FIBA Africa Deputy Regional Director. And the awards goes to First Bank Club from Nigeria. والآن مع جائزة أفضل 5 لاعبين. And now with the top 5 of of the championship. And I would like to invite Mr. Ramerson Jean-Michel, Development Council President, plus FIBA Board. And the award goes to Ahly Amazaru, number 5 from Club ACCVD from Senegal. والآن مع صورة تذكارية. A photo for the player, please. And now I would like to invite Mrs. Pascal Mogawineza, FIBA Central Board member. To handle the second award in the top 5 of the championship. And the second one goes to Yassine Diop, number 12, from APR Rwanda. Please come back for a photo. Come back for the photo. Come back for a photo.
Sorry, everybody, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. We'll get back to the feed as soon as we can so we could see the rest of the closing ceremonies for the FIBA WBLA Championship, in which LLE Sporting Club defeats Ferroviario Maputo for the championship. We have so far for the Fair Play Awards the First Bank Club of Nigeria, and before we lost the picture, we had the Tournament All-Star 5 and Aliyah Matharu of ASC and Yassine Diop of APR winning the honors. We hope we're able to get back on the air for more of the presentation, but in the meantime, LLE Cairo winning their first ever FIBA WBLA championship. They do that in a successful victory against Ferroviario Maputo as they take care of business 77-51 for the championship. The bronze medalist, by the way, APR Women BBC, led by Yassine Diop. The silver medalist this year, Ferroviario Maputo, who claimed their 4th silver medal in the last 7 tries. They were the defending champs a year ago, and LLE Cairo paid them back, and they took the championship. So once again, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. There we go. Now we see Hagar Amir taking one of the All-Star 5 honors. No surprise there, so more hardwood for the 2022 MVP.
Mrs. Joy Olinga, Member Women Council and FIBA Africa's Board. Mrs. Joy. Mrs. Joy Olinga. And the award goes to Ranim El Geddawi, number 15 from Ahly, Egypt.
Individual trophy now, let's go.
And now let's start individual trophies. Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Engineer Khaled Mortagi, representative of Al Ahly President. And now with the best rebounder player goes to Hagar Amer, number 24 from Al Ahly, Egypt. With 67 rebounds. And now I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed El Garhi, Chairman of Supreme Committee for the Championship, to handle Best 3 Points Award. The award goes to Kayana Trailer, number 4 from Reg, Rwanda. The player is not here, but Mr. Pascal handed the award instead of her. Thank you, Mrs. Pascal. And now I would like to invite Mr. Hisham Al-Hariri, Zone 5 President, to handle the Best Scorer Trophy. And the Best Scorer Trophy goes to Kayana Trailer, number 4 from Reg, Rwanda. Ms. Pascal is gonna take the trophy instead of her.
And now, the best player.
والآن مع جائزة أفضل لاعبة في البطولة. And now it's time for the MVP of this championship. And I would like to invite Mr. Alphonse Billet, FIBA Africa Regional Director. والآن مع أفضل لاعبة في البطولة. MVP of this championship goes to Ranim El Geddawi from Al Ahly, Egypt.
A huge performance from Ranim El Geddawi. Her best performance saved for last. 29 points and 18 rebounds in the championship game.
والآن مع تسليم الميدالية البرونزية لأصحاب المركز الثالث الجيش الرواندي. And I would like to invite Mrs. Maimouna Ba, FIBA Africa Women Council President, and Mr. Amr Musalhi, EBF President. And now with the third place, APR from Rwanda. Okay, the names of the players. Kristen Bell, Italy, Lucas, Destiny, Promise, Cambayoro, Stacy Charlen, Violet, Sandra Cantori, Uwera Bingin, Asioma, Diopia Sin, Charlotte, Jane Dusabi, and the coach, Charles Mushomba from Rwanda.
APR receiving a bronze medal for the second year in a row. Kirsten Bell with the best performance defensively in the tournament with 8 blocks in the bronze medal victory in overtime against ASC Ville de Dakar. They reached the podium for the second year in a row.
Thank you so much. والآن مع تسليم الميدالية الفضية لأصحاب المركز الثاني Ferroviario Maputo الموزمبيقي. And I would like to invite Mr. Alphonse Pile, FIBA Africa Regional Director, and Fode Amarakondi, FIBA Africa Technical Council President, for handling silver medals for Ferroviario Maputo from Mozambique. The names of the players of Ferroviario Maputo: Hala Sharawi, Silvia Veloso, Makira Cook, Bruna Argelio, Invel Mukaro, Rosa Dulce Luis, Annabella Odiela Mafanella, Destiny, Carla Kunavi Kovan, Stefania Chizian. And the coach, Salih Nasser from Mozambique.
Ferroviario Maputo defended the championship for one whole year in the best ways they could, but an ice-cold scoring performance
Thank you so much.
had them come up short of the championship, but they take home another medal this year.
مع تسليم الميدالية الذهبية
And they are the silver medalists.
المركز الأول النادي الأهلي من مصر. And I would like to invite Mr. Anibal Manav, FIBA Africa President, and Andrea Zaklis, FIBA Secretary General, to handle the gold medals for Al Ahly Club from Egypt. The players: Delicia Washington, Miral Ashraf, Nadine السلعاوي, Suraya Muhammad, Dina Amr, Neymar Diou, Radwa Muhammad, Ranim El Giddawi, Aisha Strong, هاجر عامر, يارا حسين, وروز, وطبعا الكوتش طارق خيري من مصر.
The story of redemption is much sweeter when you're on the winning side. And for the first time in WBLA history, Ahly Sporting Club are the champions.
والآن مع النشيد الوطني لجمهورية مصر العربية. And now the Egyptian national anthem. والآن مع النشيد الوطني لجمهورية مصر العربية. أطلب منكم الهدوء بس نسمع النشيد. بعد إذنكم نسمع النشيد. بعد إذنكم. والآن أدعو الشيخ سعود آل تاني رئيس الاتحاد الدولي لكرة السلة ومستر أنيبال مناف رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي لكرة السلة والمهندس خالد مرتجي أمين صندوق النادي الأهلي to handle the cup. And now, with the champions of the 29th FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa 2025 Cup Championship, Ahly from Egypt. Congratulations, champions!
Well, we saw confetti and streamers pour out before the final buzzer, and now we get to see more of it in Cairo, Egypt. The Ahly Sporting Club, they hold their first WBLA Cup. Listen to this reaction. They deserve it as they take care of the former champions Ferroviario Maputo, who placed silver. APR Women BBC getting the bronze this year. We'll quickly go through the award winners before we sign off here. The Fair Play Award went to the First Bank Club of Nigeria. Part of the tournament All-Star 5. I'm unable to get the final member who won it, but I do have the 4. Aliyah Macharu, Yassine Diop, Hager Amir, Raneem El Gadawi. The best rebounder was Hager Amir. She came up with a total of 67 this year. The best three-point shooter was Kayana Traylor, and she also won best scoring honors too. And the MVP this year with a strong performance at the bucket today, Raneem El Gadawi. She is the MVP for the championship. El Ahly Sporting Club of Cairo will begin and continue to celebrate for quite some time. They hold the championship for at least 1 year until we do this all over again next year. Before we sign off, I'd be remiss if I didn't extend my thanks to the great crew of FIBA for putting this all together, not only the events in Egypt throughout the tournament, but behind the scenes work too. Without great people like Pablo, Ben, we certainly wouldn't be able to do this. To the great commentators, that includes Brian C. and Caroline Bullock, who helped in the final stages of the WBLA tournament. We were able to provide you with what was happening on the floor, give you great stories of the incredible players, the coaches, the teams that came around here. We'd like to thank each and every one of you, and along with our commentators, for providing us with a great set of play-by-plays that we've have done in the last few weeks. This is my last event for FIBA for this year. I'm looking forward to coming back in 2026, and I hope you are as well. So if you want to see what else is going on in FIBA, be sure to go to FIBA.basketball for more information and to check out the highlights of today's games and other tournaments that could be live streamed. Be sure to subscribe to the FIBA YouTube channel. It's going to be a while before I say that again, but rest assured, we are looking forward to a great 2026. For those of you celebrating the holidays, we hope you enjoy the season. Enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays. Have a safe, happy, and prosperous new year. And once again, congratulations to El Ahly Sporting Club of Egypt. They are the 2025 FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa champions. For one final time in this event, for our folks behind the scenes, for our commentators, for Coco, Ahly, for everyone involved in this year's installment of this fantastic tournament, this be Aaron Sanders wishing you happy holidays, happy new year, and our congratulations to everybody involved. You've been watching the FIBA Women's Basketball League Africa 2025, which has been won by the El Ahly Sporting Club. Until we meet again, remember, there are plenty of good sports out there, so you be one too. So long, everybody.